Well, since we brought up the fantasy footballers, why don't we take a look at the scoreboard? I'm sure you don't want to see it.
Do we have to?
This was pre-absorbing their powers. The FaZe Clan, currently our leaders.
I feel like this is their third straight week of being the top scorer.
They're starting to be really good.
Yeah.
Somehow their t-shirt did not make it onto the set.
Speaking of absorbing their powers, it's like as soon as I couldn't break that board, they've been getting the top score every week.
They've been crushing you, yes, absolutely. And then I'm sitting at the third highest score of the week, and I'm going to lose.
Wow.
Because, you know.
It's because you were a good Samaritan this week.
You know what? I really am. I don't think I'm going to get enough credit for how great of a person I am, but I certainly do deserve a lot of credit. I know. You know why? You want to know why that was? First of all, I wore a Patriots hat for 24 hours. You had, until this week, delivered my only loss. So there was no way I was going to take the loss.
High road?
Yeah, no, I took the high road this week, and it was pretty taxing on me. But you know what? Enough about that. Now that we've done that, it's time for another one of our favorite segments that we do here. I was in Dunkin' Donuts today, and everybody's like, I hope that you guys are doing End of the Road today. And you know what? We're exactly going to do it. I said, blow up the rundown. We're going to bring back End of the Road. Here are some players that we might not ever play again. And Marcus, again, could you please kick us off?
Tevin Coleman. I think it's over. It's over, Tevin Coleman. I mean, look, we thought that you were the running back of record in San Francisco. I mean, you were the guy who was starting. You were the guy who was getting the bulk of the snaps and the majority of the touches. Except, you know, when we go back and we look back at things, you know how sometimes, like, a relationship ends and you're sort of surprised. But then when you look back on it, there were all sorts of, like, little warning signs. Yeah, the warning signs were that basically every other running back there in the backfield was really performing better than Tevin Coleman. Aside from that one game when he had 4 touchdowns against the Panthers, he pretty much had been outplayed by everybody. And then this week just sort of sealed it when Raheem Mostert came in and had 19 carries and basically put Tevin Coleman on the bench.
Yeah, that was one I just didn't want to believe it. Like, I don't think that Tevin Coleman's going to be that good, but then I ended up getting him as a value, and then I had him and didn't play him in the one game that he was good. So that
he was a 6th, 7th round pick for what you expected to be the Niners' #1 running back, and just has not panned out.
Not panned out at all. What about you, Ricky? Who are you looking at? The end of the road for?
Jonathan Williams.
Yeah.
You know, I figured with Marlon Mack out that he would be really their lead back, and he had 55% of snaps the last 2 previous games. And, you know, let's not forget that last week I kept him on my bench because I still wasn't sure about how he would do, and he did over 20 fantasy points. And then this week gave me a nice solid 3.5.
And he didn't get the goal line carry.
Nope.
Did they give it? It wasn't even Jordan Wilkins.
No, it was Nyheim Hines. Yeah.
Do you know that he didn't take 1 snap in the second half?
What?
Awesome.
Not 1.
That's crazy.
Not 1.
Yeah.
I'm glad they lost.
Because of that.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Just because the Colts keep screwing with us in their backfield. Like, remember when we thought maybe Jordan Wilkins would get a ton of snaps on Thursday night and ended up being Jonathan
Williams? And then Hines,
Williams?
scored a touchdown out of nowhere. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, Titan fans can't stay out of my mentions, but I almost wanted them to win that game because the Colts were pulling those shenanigans. Shenanigans. But what about you, Graham? Who's at the end of the road for?
It's Ronald Jones. I mean, we were just so sick of this Bucs backfield. I mean, Peyton Barber got...
That was really delightful.
It was. That was very good.
Wow. I didn't know
I'm impressed.
Wait a minute. Ricky Hollywood.
You want to just sing us out of it?
I don't even know where that came out.
Just sing us out of the block here. No,
yeah,
this is good.
Go ahead.
Great. No, but
Sorry, Graham.
No, go. It was just the Peyton Barber show yesterday. I mean, I guess Bruce Arians said And after the game, that Ronald Jones missed a blitz pickup, and that's why they benched him. But Adam, you pointed out early in the year that Peyton Barber was missing blitz pickups.
All the time.
All the time, and he keeps playing him. It's just, we can't trust Ronald Jones.
Just say you want to play Peyton Barber.
Right. Just make him your starter.
Peyton Barber, just whatever. Like whatever the attraction is, because the people who watch football, we don't see it.
Bruce Arians
And maybe-
loves plotters.
But
He loves plotting
coaches,
running
yeah,
backs.
coaches are like, no, we love this guy. You're like, I know that I'm not a coach in the NFL, but I play enough Madden to at least know what I'm talking about. You don't want Peyton Barber. And speaking of somebody that you don't want, how about Nick Foles? I don't want to sit here and talk too much smack because there's a good chance he ends up being the quarterback of the Chicago Bears next year.
That's true.
But what is happening? Like you're going back to Gardner Minshew this week, which is fine. Which is why didn't you do that the whole time? I understand that you had already paid that hefty price for his contract. It's kind of like, you know what? We already paid the cover charge. We might as well see this Black Crowes knockoff band. Whatever. We'll stick around till they play Remedy. Then you're spending $40 on Miller High Lifes. You're like, why am I still here? I could go and listen to a better version of Remedy in my car.
Oh my God.
Like, what is happening?
Nick Foles really is a Black Crowes knockoff fan.
Like, that's what he is. And I think it was Colleen Wolfe who said it best. She's like, why would you ever play that guy outside of the playoffs? And I'm like, yeah, that's apt right there. So, Nick Foles, end of the
Chicago
road
Bears,
for you.
2020.
We're bringing back one of our favorite games. It's called Sideswiped. And this is going to be replacing Slammy.
Oh, is this
No
where
Slam-
we like go to the work parking lot and you back up into someone's car and you, like,
no.
decide if someone
that's-
saw
Maybe
you?
you leave,
That's-
maybe
that's-
you leave a note.
yeah.
That's
like,
what-
I don't know.
That's
No?
what Dan Hanzus does to me.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Actually, no. Actually, I hit a parked car in our parking lot, but I've left a note. It said my bad. So that's all. We're all
My
squared
bad,
away.
period.
We're straight. But it's Sideswipe, so it's kind of like those apps that we're always on, where you're like swiping left and right on people.
We're always on them.
People,
I mean,
do we still use that? Anyone still use that?
am I not supposed to?
Can we get a close up?
Let's do the first one before Rank gets in trouble.
DeVante Parker. Are we swiping right or left on this
right.
person?
Right.
Right is
Right
good.
is good.
Right is good.
Right is
Wait,
good.
is right? Because people always call me swipe left. What is?
Oh,
No.
that's,
That means
Sorry.
you bunk.
sorry, Adam.
Roll the footage.
Okay, DeVante Parker. What do we think? I mean, is this gonna last?
Yeah, we're swiping right on DeVante
I'm
Parker.
swiping right on DeVante Parker and I'm telling him like come over. I'm not even going to the first
Wow.
date.
There you go.
He has been killing it. 34.9 fantasy points, 2 touchdowns, and he's had 11 plus fantasy points in 9 straight games. Like, let's skip the small talk.
I love it. And
Right?
his schedule is amazing coming up. They have like 3 just terrible defenses left on their docket, and he's really their only option in that passing game.
He's got the Jets, the Giants, and the Bengals.
I think the
believe.
Bengals, too,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
They're gonna
pretty
win all
good.
three of those
freaking
games.
out of that
Really good
comment.
with
I
those
just
games.
meant to like have good conversation. I don't know why I had to get all weird.
Yeah, that was a little.
Like I was like, I don't
aggressive.
want to go to dinner. I want to actually converse.
Yeah. That got that
Our
escalated.
producers
I'm glad you
are
cleared that up.
freaking out.
Yeah,
They're like, oh,
you know.
come.
Okay,
Come over.
Darius Guice. Are we like we're swiping right on? Like, yeah, right on. We love this guy.
No,
We're
no,
like,
left.
no, left
We're-
left on the bench.
We're swiping right, but we're texting a lot.
There you go. That's the right answer.
Before we,
What's
you know,
texting?
It's like a telegram, but like electronic.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the
See,
hell
I
that
don't think
means.
so. I feel like I'm swiping right if I'm coming home from the bar and it's
Okay.
been a few drinks and I'm like, ugh, like my judgment's a little clouded.
Is
You
it
know what I
because he's
mean?
always bringing his old friend with him?
Yeah,
Adrian?
yeah, his old friend Adrian's on there.
Yeah.
Like, wait, why is this old guy with you?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I didn't know your dad had to chaperone. My God. But no, it's like the Washington Redskins. Like, I just don't, I think it's like in a desperate time. And, you know, Graham, you can relate. Like, sometimes late night, like, Darius guys will make the swipe right, but I'm going to go
True.
left.
It's true. But Adrian Peterson, the chaperone, keeps blocking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be his new
That's too good.
nickname from the rest of the year. The chaperone.
What about that's his new nickname, the chaperone. Mitchell Trubisky. Shut up. He's coming off consecutive good games, albeit against the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants, but has that earned a swipe right?
No, you
left.
always swipe left on
swiping
Trubisky.
left.
Come
Why?
on. Come on, man.
He can't throw to his left.
had
Why are
s-
you swiping to the
Fair-
left?
Good point. But how many times have we seen this story with Trubisky? He'll have a
Never.
few good
This is the
games.
first thing.
He'll have a few good games at him, and then we can't
And then
rely
he
on him
leads the
again.
team to the playoffs. And if it wasn't for his kicker,
well,
they would have gone to the Super Bowl.
I mean, the Bears' defense
Super
is still
Bowl
pretty
now.
good. And
They
stuff.
would have gone gone to the Super Bowl.
Why?
Because they would have beaten the Rams by 30 again.
Questionable.
No, they would have beaten the Rams by 30 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Saints might have been difficult, but they would have beat them. No question.
I mean, I feel like he's the guy when you see his picture, like he looks tall and like muscular, and
He's
then
got
you
a
meet him in
beard.
real life, it's just like, oh, you're like 5'2" and like $195.
And
like,
Adrian
yeah.
Peterson's with him. It's just weird.
yeah.
It's just like too much. Like,
Why is Adrian Peterson
I
back
don't know.
with him?
It's a no go. It's a no.
Is it one of those things where he's always got photographs on with a hat?
Right.
Because you can never tell if he's bald.
Oh yeah.
That's what I used to do on Match. But no, I mean, no, I never did that once. What about Tyler Higbee? People are learning. All the kids over there are like, what's Match?
I just think of you with a hat on, like you're still so clearly bald that it's not like, ooh, that guy might not be bald. It's like
You gotta
he just has like a really
those people
bald head
hadn't
with a
seen
hat.
me yet. No, I always had to make sure, like, there's photo, like, I'm bald, like, by the way.
Deal
Tyler
breaker.
Higbee, right or left?
Who?
I don't know. Tyler
Right.
Higbee?
Well, without
I don't
Gerald
know.
Everett.
If Gerald Everett doesn't play, you can swipe right again. Why not?
Like,
Yeah, but
I'm swiping right to get to his pal Gerald Everett.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's who I would
Ooh,
really prefer to hang out with.
shady.
So like if this is how I get to hang out with Gerald Everett, then I'm swiping right on Tyler Higbee.
He got 5.32 fantasy points in weeks 1 through 12. That is not worth a date to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
he shows up once.
And he basically tripled that in one game. Against
Exactly,
the Rams.
but it's so easy to 5, bro.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I don't know. It's fine. Gerald Everett's not in the game, and you really, really need something for a tight end. I get it. Tyler Higbee, he's got a mustache in his headshot. Like things can get crazy. But
He could be fun, yeah.
but I don't think that that's someone you want to take home to mom week after week.
Well, he beat the Cardinals. That's like he
Right.
came over to your house,
Everybody
he's
does
playing
that.
Mario Kart on easy. Like, whatever.
Right.